March Social Security payments. When will your check arrive? That is the biggest question. Yes, automatic payments. When will your check arrive for the month of March? March payments have already started getting deposited. If you haven't received it yet, get ready. These checks have already been deposited. They are getting deposited. Did you get your money yet? We have just read a ton of information that you do not want to miss. There's going to be a ton of information at the end, so stay tuned for some bonus extra material that we're going to share with you guys. Yes, March Social Security payments. When will your check arrive? March payments have already started getting deposited. Did you get your money yet? Looking at our economy, and we're going to be talking about the automatic $1,400 stimulus check payments that could be eligible for millions and millions of Americans from Social Security, SSI, SSDI, those that are on low income. And when we say low income, we're talking about low income, those that really are between that 15,000 and 24,000 bracket in that money that they make every single year, which a lot of your fixed income beneficiaries, that's where you fall. And again, we've got all the news details. So if you're on Social Security, hang tight. This video is just for you. We've got a ton of information that you're not going to want to miss. So let's jump into it because March is here and already the first round of checks has already been dispersed and it's a couple of days early. Looking at my calendar, today is the 5th. We are on the 5th, and yet again, we're looking at some more updated information. This is where we're going to be talking about Social Security checks or your SSI money and other things that also fall along with this. So guys, get ready, because we're about to give you a ton of information. But before we do real fast, I'm going to go ahead and put it down below. How many of you guys could use $100? How many of you guys could use $100? And we want to give everybody a chance to win $100. That could be you. Maybe you've got a family member, maybe you in general. You're saying, John, I could use $100. Definitely would help me out, get me further along down the road. And that's exactly what we want to do. We want to make sure that we do our part to help you get a little bit further down the road and let you guys know that all you have to do to enter into win is subscribe to the channel. And as you subscribe, we're going to go through the YouTube comment selector, YouTube selector. We're going to go through all of this, and it's going to say, hey, what are the stipulations? Subscribe to the channel from this time to this time, and we'll make sure that everybody has a chance to win. Even if you already subscribed, make sure to like it, and we'll also include you in on that. But you have to subscribe to win $100. All right, guys, how many's ready for the news? Let's jump in and dive into all of this good news that you came waiting for. So the Social Security Administration, you and I have both heard that they've been good, they've been bad, and not really at the point of taking care of the senior citizens when it comes to fixed income beneficiaries. We understand that you guys really haven't been given a huge consumer price index jump just because they say inflation's gone down. Joe Biden said, well, I've got the Inflation Reduction Act. What do we have to complain about? Inflation's not bad anymore. You and I know better that the gas prices, high cost of living, daily expenses is still through the roof. So these checks being dispersed have already started being deposited into bank accounts. In fact, several have already said, I got my additional money. And have you received your additional money? So here we go. March is here, and already the first round of payments have been dispersed, and they're actually being done a couple of days early. They typically get paid out, and they want to make sure that this payment gets sent out to those Americans that need it the most. What has caused this earned income tax benefit, or what has caused this benefit for those that don't file taxes, those that need help financially? Well, guess what? The U.S. avoided a recession in 2023. what's the outlook for 2024? And here's what experts are saying. They're saying that even though we did not go into a recession as planned or foretold in 2023, we're going to hit a mild recession in 2024, which is better than an overall blowout, bad, terrible recession. So heading into 2023, they were almost saying that it's we can't do nothing about it. A recession's here. So get ready. Stimulus checks are going to have to be brought on the table to disperse to who? Well, it's low income, number one. And number two, who else is eligible? Well, seniors, elderly, low income beneficiaries, those on a fixed income. Those automatically, along with low income, automatically qualify for the stimulus checks that are going out $1,004. So what happened? Did you see a stimulus check in 2023? Well, now the details say that because of the economic decline that may still be in the forecast, the predictions is based on the same factors that prompted them to think that in 2023, we're going to have a recession. They're saying those factors that we determined are still very likely to happen. So stimulus checks are not off the table. Now they're talking and discussing automatic $1,400 stimulus checks to millions of Americans. Millions of Americans that fall within the low income, fixed income bracket. Now, several of you guys are saying it's about time that they've brought everyone in as a group to be eligible to receive a stimulus check. And I couldn't quite agree more. Some forecasts are optimistic that still say that a recession can be avoided in 2024, predicting a soft landing rather than a recession, despite the downside risk. More than 3/4 of the economists say they still believe the chances of a recession are above 50%. So, where does that leave you? Where does that leave low-income beneficiaries? Where does that leave businesses? And where does that leave our economy? Does that trigger a prompt to get stimulus checks ready in the foretell that something actually does happen? My thing is, why wait till things hit the fan to decide, oh, wait, maybe people need help? Listen, people need help already. The amount of people that are homeless has risen. Our economy is not as strong as it used to be. What they're saying is our base case is that we'll have a mild recession. The downturn, which may be the mildest in history, may begin in the second quarter, which is going in. So you got January, February, March, April, going into July, second quarter. That's when they're predicting things are going to happen. That's why several of these payments have been going out in March to millions and millions of Americans. So many people understand where our economy is at. So many people understand that it's time for those Americans to get the help that they need. Because guess what, guys? What's going to happen if we go into a recession and people lose their jobs? They literally are not able to pay their bills. Here, what come out today, and this is bonus information for you guys, stimulus check updates that the IRS warns time is running out. Time is running out. Things need to happen, and they need to happen fast. The Internal Revenue Service has a message that says, you know what, stimulus checks, we've got to get things moving. In a statement released this week, the IRS said that May 17th is the deadline, okay? A deadline. A set needed to claim the stimulus payment. The vast majority of people eligible for stimulus funds, officially known as the economic impact payments, received them that were back in those who didn't or who didn't get the full amount, however, could be eligible to receive the recovery rebate credit. But first, you guys got to get in there and figure out, okay, what did I get? What did I not get? There's deadlines that they're saying you've got to make sure that you double check to see if you were even eligible or how much money you did get or how much you didn't get, because you still could be getting more money. They're talking and they're calling it the recovery rebate credit. Again, this information literally just come out And so many people are literally wondering, okay, what about this fourth stimulus check dates? What about in March? What are they varying? The average stimulus check is around $1,400. Fourth stimulus latest updates in 2024, the U.S. federal government will be going to deliver stimulus checks to low-income recipients. These benefits are subject to the rise cost of living due to inflation. So again, as much as Joe Biden says and claims that the Inflation Reduction Act has went into an effect and has impacted our economy in a great way, yet again, the U.S. federal government has said due to inflation, cost of living that has been super high, these benefits are subject to the rise cost of living due to inflation. So they understand that several people, millions of Americans have not had it easy. Let's be honest. They've hadn't had it easy. You can tell me in the comments, you haven't had it easy. And again, the reason that so many people are wanting a stimulus check is for that purpose and that purpose alone, because it hasn't been easy. They've been dealing with high costs, dealing with daily cost of expenses, wondering, what am I going to do? We actually watched and showed videos on this channel of people that have combined homes just to put a roof over their head. Now, bonus video, Social Security will offer these stimuli with the intent to help the recipient and offer these benefits to more than 65 million U.S. citizens on behalf of their eligibility. These checks are going out in 2024, and this information, again, averaging around $1,400 automatic direct deposited checks. That's better. That's good. That's what everybody wants, is a direct deposit check. These checks are for Americans that the federal government is going to send out to cover the cost of food, gas, other household necessities to reduce inflation. The stimulus checks are the federal assistance that provides financial assistance to lower and moderate income Americans. These checks are the direct payments to the individual due to economic distress and provide assistance to boost consumer confidence and expenditure. All of these are covering the cost of food, the cost of gas, and other household necessities that will in turn reduce inflation. For Americans, the federal government is going to send out these stimulus checks to cover the cost of, again, things that we just discussed, daily cost of living expenses. They break it down. Social Security will offer their stimuli with the intent to help the recipient and offer these benefits to over 65 million U.S. citizens on behalf of their eligibility. Now, remember, when it comes to Social Security, it's around 66 million people that are on Social Security. So most indefinitely, that's almost everybody would be eligible to receive a stimulus check in order to help out with the cost of food, gas, and other household necessities. The stimulus checks help cover this. The stimulus checks are the federal assistance. Federal assistance takes it away and says, you know what? This is no longer a state-by-state ordeal. This is a federal level government aid that's going to go to every single person that needs assistance. The federal assistance provides financial assistance to lower and moderate income Americans. These checks are the direct payment to every individual due to the economic distress and provide assistance to boost consumer. You guys spend money just like everybody else. Everybody spends money. You spend money. Everybody spends money. So there again, it provides assistance to the consumers to help with these costs, daily expenses. So I'm telling you guys, this is great news, positive news for many people, especially for those on a fixed income. But this is where we definitely wanted to come in, tune in, and tell you that we are so happy to hear about this stimulus check information. And we know you are too. And that's where we're going to keep you updated every single day on this news. And guys, you've been a great audience. Don't forget, could you use $100? Smash that like button. Let us know. But we definitely want to make sure that we keep you updated. Guys, all you have to do is like and subscribe for your chance to win, and we'll take care of the rest. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget about stimulus check information. Stay tuned for more videos to come, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful night.